继续。不知道往哪里走，有光的地方一定没错，是不是？暴躁伦哥又来了，穷哦！伦哥啊，你没有手电筒，这样是不会出怪，是不是？哈哈。
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
关我屁事！靠北，我就在那边跑而已。跑也要被人家黑吗 ？FBI？ 哦。
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
没问题。哦。那个乌鸦在帮我，是不是？Okay, fine. Bye bye, bro. 那是加油站吗？又是那个加油站？加油站在这里。留保温瓶。为什么他来这边之后，那个缩放移动速度变那么快啊？镜头的。哦，这里有个舒服空间。
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about her, you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
不喜欢城市人的乡巴佬。哎，这里可以用。
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
这个是这个还是这个？好了，下楼喽。
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Coal mine. Ooh.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
真巧，这里刚好就有一个没有说咖啡保温瓶，马上把它捡起来。虽然不能干嘛。
There was no power to the searchlight.
真巧，这里就有一台发电机，刚好只拿来推这个探照灯，完全的合理。这个电线看起来太危险了。喂。暴躁伟哥继续大冒险。哦，有鬼！有5个电池啊，没有枪哦。这游戏怎么玩？这根树怎么？为什么这根这么奇怪的明显？
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is
引擎的贴图很老。
Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys.
6颗闪光弹这样怎么玩？哎！黑警啊，警察打人啊！黑警！黑警！被黑警打死了。看伦哥，你为什么连这个跳不过去啊？你超废。
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
你家附近有枪声，真的是要想一下呢。啊，就这几颗烂闪光弹，就这样叫我一路跑，有没有良心啊？救命啊！哦，又是黑警。呜呼！这黑警打人很痛啊！哦，黑警！哦。这游戏要闪人超难闪，简单模式还这么搞，那真的是很搞哎。黑警！警察打人啊！
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
How can I be sure?
梅恩，你这里有没有保温瓶啊？哎，你还真的有保温瓶呢，梅恩，叶梅恩。找到了25个咖啡保温瓶。梅哥，我跟你说，我要抢你的车。
See if I can talk him into an interview.
No.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
我感他真的有脑袋有问题。看这个奈丁可真的脑袋有问题，虽然我觉得主角脑袋也有问题。
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out, his cheeks...
看这游戏主角 EQ 有问题，其他人 EQ 也有问题。OK fine。干嘛啦？哦，黑警，黑警，哦，可恶的黑警！啊！终于有枪了。代表怎么样？要出更多怪。
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
哦，他说的很合理。Control taken. Woohoo! 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 等下嘛，把灯关了，救命哦！这是原稿啊。我都把这些放在一些鬼地方了。
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
现在嘛，主角脑子有问题，来抓他的人脑子有问题，连他妈推土机都有问题，那是救命！那里亮亮的。这里有原稿。
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
车。火车调度场。
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
对，我要去上个厕所。韦特决定要在货车调度场里面找辆车。火车调度场里面会有车，员工的车。但我觉得目前看起来最正常的就是那个莎拉警长了，其他人好像脑子有问题。主角的那个奈丁格，巴尔好像算蛮正常，他就是在以前的跟我一样。可以跑起来啊！暴躁伦哥。原稿欸。
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
猫等一下被攻击啊
！I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
耶！哦。
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. What the hell?
Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
谁啊？奈丁格。
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
强力手电筒。呼呼。没有比较亮啊。 靠腰，它没有比较亮啊。OK。这有较光，无吧？ 不过电池看起来有变得比较长，应该不是我的错觉。有欸。 这游戏是不太可能不受伤。就很喜欢从你的视角以外放一些敌人，然后攻击你。
take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derlis' trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derlith, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derlith.
Well, I guess that's the least What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derlith, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derlith learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
这个节目的名字有出现在那个游戏一开始旁边那个过不去的桥，那边就有写 Night Spring。然后旁边还有其他小字，所以我不确定它是什么，它是个地点还是什么东西。但总之这里看起来够诡异，大概就是这里。
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
被我掉到水里了。干到这里要怎么打？放一堆怪，然后主角要慢成这样。 呼呼！感觉几百人这么大。白痴哦！干你老师，怎么玩？你跟我讲，你要靠背。白痴游戏，没地方给你跳，闪避又慢，然后一堆人，然后还会远攻，然后每一个都是从你视角外这边丢东西，你又不能不看那台烂机器。啊！我还要走过来，我还要开，我还要捡一个，还要一个一个慢慢捡。气死！我可以开车了吗？
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
哪来的钥匙？
The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
OK。 哦，这不是原稿，好吧。好远。为什么这里会有车友开啊？这是什么？OK， 我也会想要坐在这里喝咖啡。好吧。好难开。这里有宝吗？一堆车给你开耶。
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass, not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
没有错，我不是坏人，只是情绪管理他妈有很大的问题。哦呦呦！哦，抱歉，这是往回的路。看这游戏真的是超难开的啊，救命啊！这是我真的是 这辈子第一次开到这么难开的车，在游戏里面。而且是用手把都这么难开。这个我来过。
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
哎，青春的阿伯，确实蛮喜欢这个大叔的，所以我才会像这样的，每次都停下来去听。他们居然有做不一样的引擎声呢，可这车子却可以做得这么难开。喂！很多地方可以探索，该不会可以整个走过去吧？嗯？原稿。
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
谁呀？不知道是谁。警察，可是还好不是叫莫里头。本来等一下开下去就是了。 Visitor parking. No.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
哎，亮坡镇煤矿博物馆。嗯哼。不容易开采，火山爆发也让矿坑变得更危险。Coal mine。嗯。哦，这里还蛮大的。
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Where the hell are you? Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by you.
You want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him!
暴躁维
I
克
had to get to Mirror Peak.
他真的是暴躁到不行。哦。
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
嗯？哦，我可以出去没？等一下。怎么蘑菇头推的速度变那么慢了？好像没有变。Hello， 怎么这么慢？刚刚有这么慢吗？对，不玩，对。不是很恐怖，但这游戏操控性极差。为什么变那么慢？开车难开，人难操控，主角又很暴躁，然后还流血，看嘞。啊！突然就变超快。 到底是生小？这不是老游戏的问题了，绝命异次元操控性就很好啊。是设计上的问题。
Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
对啊，绝命异次元1是2008，操控性也没那么差。这个游戏是怎么说？走路也就算了，如果你是有到战斗的话，你会发现它那个操控性很烂，你闪很难闪啊，然后你也要秒，主要是它会设计那种很多从你的角色视野里面看不到的地方丢过来的斧头，很卡。这个肯定不是年代的问题，那个在设计的时候他就这样设计，而且没有改。像我刚打完那个被推土机追那边呢，推土机追，然后有4、5个吧，还3、4个，3、4个黑影会丢斧头，然后冲过来那边，而且我是玩简单难度。我还是死了蛮多次的，就很烦这样。他那个是，你看前面，照理来说，你被攻击的话，应该要从你面前来，可是没有，他就直接从你的背后，你完全看不到的地方，他直接丢过来一个斧头，然后场景又很黑。场景黑是可以理解，重点是敌人也是黑，而且是超级黑的那种，他身上没有其他颜色。就这样整坨黑的，然后我后面突然，比如说这个方向来了一个斧头，然后我的血就1/4不见了。还好啦，这游戏不是以战斗为主。如果这游戏是以战斗为主，我就关了，我就不玩了。像这样一只的就还好。你看有没有？马上一个，不知道哪里来的。那个又不知道哪里来，被看到。妈，你也要咬我！救命啊！你看你的血就不见了。我真的很受不了这游戏的战斗。还有谁啦？他会回血，等他一下好了，不然等一下要重新。目前玩下来，我觉得剧情还不错啊，只是觉得第一个主角，第二个就那个联邦 FBI 的这2个人脑袋有问题，其他人还好，但是这2个真是脑袋有问题。那主角也是超级暴躁的，暴躁到不行，随时都在生气，看到任何人都在生气。什么打架还是什么的。就我不知道外国的作家怎么样，我觉得以作家这个词来说，我会想到的印象不会是一个有什么事情就想要打架的人的感觉。以我的概念来说，作家应该不会是这样。没有什么在思考的感觉，他就是很气，而且随时都很愤怒这样。就像是玩到粪便的我。闪光弹， 我直接跑下来给我扁！啊！你开心就好 ，OK。有没有咖啡啊？加油！哎！嘿嘿嘿！白痴！干，这是白痴游戏，我气死！这样。你看你啊你！哇！曾经我在网上看过 Remedy 的游戏战斗，你就当附赠的，就当他们没有做，他只是送给你，像买一送一一样。大概是可以理解。
What the hell?
What the hell? 哦，龙卷风，我回来了。啊！这里怎么那么电
？The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
你知道，照理来说，你就开一台车就可以过了，你懂吗？哦，谢谢啊。干，我这辈子开过最难开的车。Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! Bitch! 还有谁？哦，没人了吼。 信号弹。嗯哼。穷哦。呼呼。啊！呼！呜！我走啦，兄弟。拜拜 ，bitch！ 呼呼！啊！补仓。哦。哦。看你妈，这层楼看着超危险。Trust no one in the dark. That's right. 但是可以相信咖啡，虽然咖啡真的不知道能干嘛。Follow.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Mm-hmm. So what? Bye bye. Okay.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were Standard Power Company equipment.
Hey. Hey, 是不是有宝？没有，这里什么大便都没有。 把这个烧掉能干嘛？好像不能干嘛。OK， 不用看这把。
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
啊！看他是脑袋有问题，那个探员。这里有宝。Trust no one in the dark. 看，谁说这里有宝的？不。猎枪好难用，这其实没有比较强哎。噜噜噜！哦，到这边休息好了，去吃个饭。好，吃饭。吃完饭再来，爸爸。